Hello, very good day to you. This is your latest Scotland weather update from the Met Office. It's looking largely fine across Scotland for the time being. As we go through the end of the day, yes, there are still a few showery outbreaks across the borders area, but these are going to die out, and so it is going to be dry for many through much of the night. Lots of clear skies, so there may be a few mist and fog patches towards eastern parts of Scotland. But like I say, staying generally dry, the exception being down towards maybe Dumfries, Galloway area. Some outbreaks of rain starting to push their way in. Now these are going to be heaviest across Northern Ireland, but some heavier bursts may push their way into the far southwest of Scotland as we head towards dawn. It is going to be a relatively warm night for many places. Lots of towns and cities holding up well in double figures. The sheltered glens may just about dip into single digits in a few places, so a bit fresher there as you would expect. Then through tomorrow, a bright, fine start for many, but the showery rain, which, as I mentioned, could be a bit heavy at times, will feed a little bit further northeastwards, so some heavier, possibly even thundery bursts for a time here. And as we go through the day, it will continue to feed further northeastwards, so more of the country turning increasingly cloudy, and there will be these outbreaks of rain. Now, across eastern parts, Aberdeenshire, for example, a few bursts will reach here, but shouldn't cause any issues. Further west, out towards the Hebrides and western parts of mainland Scotland, here there's the risk of some intense thundery downpours, and these could cause some localised issues. There is the potential for a little bit of flash flooding if you catch any of these downpours, particularly if you catch one then another straight afterwards. That is possible, but most places will avoid the showery rain and actually have a lot of dry, fine weather, particularly towards the east, and here temperatures rising low 20s, low to mid 20s, perhaps around the central belt, so highs of 23 or 24 Celsius, so actually a little bit warmer than on Wednesday for most. Then the showery rain towards the west continues as we go through Thursday evening. It becomes a little bit heavier, if anything, a bit more intense, so a greater risk of some thunder for western parts as we go into the night. And again, it continues to spread a bit further north and eastward, so more likely to see some intense downpours for a time, but all the time worth bearing in mind they are hit and miss in nature, so not everywhere will see them, and there will be a lot of dry weather around as well. A warm night to come, Thursday night into Friday, and then Friday, the showery rain looks more widespread across much of Scotland, perhaps not quite as intense, so less of a risk of thunder, but nonetheless there could be some heavier bursts at times and still hit and miss in nature, and so there will be some dry, if not sunny breaks in between any showers that make their way through. Temperatures look similar-ish to Thursday really, so low, possibly mid-20s for a fair few places, so feeling pretty warm indeed if you get any of those sunny breaks in between those scattered showers. There's more unsettled weather to come as we go into the weekend, however. Saturday, well, looks largely dry for the time being, but by Sunday the rain from the south looks set to have pushed its way in. So definitely worth staying on top of the forecast. You can do that by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.